Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Ghost Master. We're going to be doing the last mission in Act 1, Summoners Not Included.
A rash professor of the occult recently took a powerful tome to the woods with the goal of summoning an ancient spirit known as the Darkling. Fleeing his cabin after disastrous initial experiments, he renewed his research at the university. 3 of his students, wrapped with dreams of power, have stolen his notes and journeyed to the cabin intending to locate the arcane book for their own nefarious purposes. Aid them in performing the summoning so we may recruit the Darkling for ourselves.
Let's get right into it and see what our recommendations are. Now, they give us 5 ghosts to work with, but we actually only need 3. Boo, Aether, and Stonewall. Anyone else is just in case, plan B. We're actually going to be utilizing the ghosts that we rescue in this mission more than we're going to be utilizing anybody in our team. And Maxine Factor is recommended, but she is all but useless in this mission. She only fetters to murder spots. You're not going to find many of those in this mission, so let's get rid of her. And let's throw in Static. Static and Weather Witch may or may not end up having a use in this mission. We'll see.
Trick the mortals into summoning the Darkling by using the ancient tome.
So another mission where we're not scaring people away. In fact, we can't afford to scare anybody away. If anyone disappears, we lose the mission. So we have to be very careful with what we end up doing here. Particularly Bruce. He has his belief halfway full, and he has a very low threshold for terror. Richard has a very high belief, but he has a much higher threshold. And Sarah is just no nonsense. So if we want to scare anybody, we'll want to focus on her. Now let's take a look at some of the ghosts that are around.
I am known as Whisper Wind, humble scion of the winds. My skies are denied me by uncouth human sorcery, which seals me within this dream catcher. Though I yearn to be free of this ramshackle dangling trinket, to return to the wide world beyond, I cannot escape without aid.
So he's trapped by a dream catcher, and we have to figure out a way to break it. Then over here,
curse my foolishness. Rain dancer may dance no more. How fetid and foul this porcelain contraption built by mortal hand. When will they unleash the torrent within and flush this spirit's way to freedom?
we need somebody to use the toilet. But as you saw at the beginning there's some hornets that are guarding it. And nobody can get in there to do any of their business. We'll have to figure out a way to deal with that. And finally, in the basement,
My cursed husband buried me here in the darkness. I remember that ghastly tome, his fiendish rituals, my heart slowing as my sanity fled till death. The lust of the living had passed me by, save the desire for revenge. I must show to the living the truth of the dead.
now that might be a little confusing as to what exactly you need to do with her. But click on her again and get a little more text.
I would revenge myself upon the living. They need only see my ghastly form.
And it's spelled out for you. You need to use Spooky Surprise and scare somebody with it, and that will free her. She's bound to her corpse. Corpse is not murder, by the way. And let's go back up here. You see everybody's got the book on their mind. They're searching around the house for it. We know it's in the basement, but they don't even know a basement exists because the door is covered by leaves. On top of that, when they do get down to the basement, they will not be able to find the book, because it's on top of some crates, and they are stupid. So we need to move the book to a spot where it's more easily found. Let's just watch Bruce go over here and get attacked by hornets. There we are. Alright, let's get started. First off, we're going to take... Well, let's see. Powers for Boo. How about a little hide and seek? Only use that. Only use when mortals are present. And let's pick on Sarah. As you see, I've got a lot of orders that I can assign to Boo now. I've been replaying missions, and that builds up the ghosts that you use in those missions. So let's go ahead and bind him into this room. And we'll be on our way now. We're going to get that plasma meter started up. And hopefully I will manage okay. Meantime, let's free some ghosts. I'm setting up Aether for Gather Winds, and here is air that they can bind to. Because there's air in the tires, I guess, of the bicycle. And Whisperwind has a power called Tempest. Tempest will cause winds to blow and will also raise the force of other wind powers in the area. So, in combination with Aether, we will blow that Dreamcatcher out of here.
Again may I ride the winds of freedom. I thank you, kind entity.
Now let's unbind Aether while we're at it. Aether also has Shattering Song, very expensive power, and that will cause a high-pitched noise that can break glass. We use that for Terrorize, and apparently you can also use it to break the Dreamcatcher. I don't think a Dreamcatcher is made of glass, though, so I don't like that. I like my powers to make sense, thank you very much. Now, we're going to take Stonewall here and a little tremor next to this nest. And that'll knock it loose and get rid of all those hornets, allowing somebody to finally use the bathroom. That's right. That's right. You get in there. Give me all the gravy, Richard. Okay, so once he flushes, we will have Rain Dancer. And my plasm is going down quite a bit. And I'll just have to be mindful of that. Maybe I will loosen the reins on Boo.
Ah, the blessed flow. Now turn Rain Dancer to our enemies, that she may fall upon them.
Okay. We got people that are still hanging out there. There's Sarah over there. You know what? I am going to make him just a little bit more outgoing. The worst person for me to go after. See a little bit of a notch up there on his terror. So we just really have to be mindful to not scare him out of here. There's more, and his belief goes up at the same time, making him more susceptible. Let's go, maybe go for Richard this time, Boo? No? No, you're just gonna... Well, there's one other thing that we can do. I have this. You may roam at will, and he will go from room to room. Sometimes they will get stuck. That's why the roaming is not super great. Also, it unlocks in stages. You'll first get you may roam without the conditions, and they won't roam. They need these conditions. It's kind of weird that it unlocks that way. But we'll see what he does. If he gets stuck, I'll have to rebind him. Anyway... Oh, Richard's in there again. I guess he had to make a... He's got a little bit of a tummy issue. So we have the leaves here, and you use Whisperwind's Tempest to blow those leaves out of here. Go ahead and bench him. That will finish clearing, and then as they walk around, they will notice, hey, there's a door here. But then there's one more catch. You can see there is a lock, so they will be searching for the key. And the key is in here. So you don't just need to open this up to get Rain Dancer, you need to open this up so that they can find the key. There's a chance that they know where the key is, and will automatically go back there after they find the door, since they've been making their peeps and poops. But they might still just wander around and search for a bit. So at this point, Weather Witch, you could bind her to, say, over here and use Siren Song to lure them. But that is quite the expensive power, and we don't actually have that capacity at the moment. Maybe if we unbound Boo. So we'll just let them wander around. It shouldn't take too long. In the meantime, let's go downstairs and use Boo's power of kinesis to move that book. So when they do come down here, they won't have trouble finding the book. Just get that set up nice and quick. Bring Boo back up here. Managing your plasm in this level is actually quite difficult. With only 3 people, and can't let any of them run off. We could afford to have people run off in Calamityville Horror, but it's a complete fail state in this mission. Oh, here comes Bruce. He notices Sarah and Richard will be following, and they'll have a little powwow about needing a key. And you know what? Maybe I'll put a little thunder out here just to keep them a little on edge. Hopefully that doesn't scare them off from getting the key. Oh, yeah, it did. But it also gave us a lot of plasm. Bruce is very... He's way too high for my taste. Right here is the only murder spot in the level. So you would be binding Maxine here and doing what with her? I really couldn't tell you. Yeah, she found the key. Let me see. Orders. I'm going to pick on Richard and pick on Sarah, and hopefully that means Bruce will get a little bit of a break here. Doors are open. She's going to go down and hopefully find that book. Yeah. I know that they're supposed to be like in camping gear, but something about her just looks like she was taken right out of Jurassic Park. Boom. Found the book. Okay, she's gonna think on that. And that will draw them in, eventually. It's pretty much scripted that once the book is found, they will all find their way down there. And we have Moonscream here. I haven't forgotten about her, but we want to free her in a very specific way. You'll be seeing shortly. Spoiler, this isn't the end. Alright, everybody's gathering. Oh, and who's this?
Ghostmaster, do not allow the deranged professor to foil our plans.
Yep, the professor showed up and he's like, no, get away from my book. Nobody gets to use it but me. And he will chase them out of here. They'll keep coming back. And he will wave his gun around and chase them back out. And we need to be very mindful of who is exactly going to be in the basement at any given time. I said you use her power, Spooky Surprise, to scare the crap out of someone. And that's how you free her. And we want to get the professor out of here. So that's what you want to do. But if anybody else is down here, they might get scared too. And we definitely don't want Bruce down here when that happens. Also, the professor is too far away to notice his dead wife. So we actually need to scare him, make him move closer. And it can be quite difficult to make that happen. So we're going to start throwing some people down. Order, we're going to pick on the professor. And I don't know if I have orders. Oh yeah, we do. Again, the professor. And hopefully that will keep other people from getting... Oh, geez. Okay. We are in serious trouble. If I fail the mission, you will just see me come back to this point. But Bruce sucks. He sucks a lot. Let me see. Powers. Let's go for Ghostly Apparition. And maybe that will get some more action. Bruce. Okay. Let's go ahead and bench Boo. And let's bench them, because he's coming back down. I see him. I see him. Whisperwind, Powers. Let's try a little bit of Tempest. It's really hard to make him move. Okay, that's not going to be what I need. Let's stop everybody. As you see, he comes over here when they come down. But we definitely don't want to use this with Bruce right there and so friggin' close. Sarah would be okay. But Bruce, that's just... I'll fail the mission. He runs back. Maybe Sarah will stay. No, she's gonna go up too. Alright. Let's try hitting that ghostly apparition again. Yeah, you just have to be careful. It's a slow process, for sure. So, worst comes to worst, I will cut ahead, or if I fail the mission, I will start back here. Or if I don't get Moonscream, I will replay the mission and show you me getting her. Wonder if I can use her to keep them away. That might be another use for Maxine in this mission, because she has powers that draw attention. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud, Bruce. Alright, I'm gonna cut.
The screams of the living almost match mine! I crave more of their music!
There, I just decided to use her power on Sarah now. Because I had to restart this mission a couple of times. They are not cooperating with me. They're just not. They're being poopheads. So I wanted to make sure I got her for sure. And when the professor shows up, I will just use all my other ghosts to scare him. And now you will see that happening. Okay, finally, we managed to scare him off, managed to have everybody coming back down. This mission gave me so much trouble. You know how to do everything, but you're still at the mercy of the AI, and sometimes the AI does not like to play along. So now they're free to summon the Darkling, because we scared the professor off. We got all the ghosts. And now we've completed the mission, finally. And he sucks out all their souls.
But the Darkling needs more souls to be freed. A task for later attention. For the time being, enjoy your victory.
I will enjoy my victory. Let's see how long that took. Oh, that didn't take as long as I expected it to. But factoring in the replays and a lot of downtime of just watching them and waiting for them to do what I want them to do. Yeah, not a very enjoyable mission this time around. But we completed it. And I will complete it again a couple of times to get some more plasm. But for now, we are done with Act 1.
Because of your successes, these haunters have been spared from other campaigns to join you in...
And next time, we will be picking between Deadfellas and the Unusual Suspects. Which one will it be? Ooh, cliffhanger. Guess you'll just have to tune in next time. Bye-bye, everybody.